Koroly with eXp Realty, and we are doing a 30-day check-in with two agents, Nicole Gallo and Chrissy Flynn. Hello. Hi. So the last time we did this, you were sinking into a sofa.
I was so focused on trying to be relaxed that I was a little bit.
So we changed venues to our media office so people could see the space.
Less comfortable seating here.
And what happened was this firestorm, since you joined till today, a lot of things have happened. Meaning 18 agents have joined. You're part of the 18, and people saw what we were doing in the video and joined just by watching you two and listening to your journey for making that transition. I want to know numbers because this is mind blowing. Their real numbers are this: their first year in real estate, first year ever
In Jersey and PA.
in Jersey and PA was $30 million. Their first year in real estate. Now, for people outside of real estate, that is mind blowing. But since you join, a lot of times people's production goes down whenever typically they switch brokerages because they get caught up in marketing.
I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was
a little
nervous about that too.
So what happened?
Well, right now, since we've joined, we're under contract with a little over $10 million. And within this week and the next coming couple of weeks, we have about almost $5 million in listings coming.
Those numbers are staggering given the fact that you've been in business less than 2 years, you changed brokerages, and in this climate, the real estate climate where there's nothing going on, it's really slow. So you have these listings coming up. How soon? What do you have coming up? Maybe.
Well, yesterday we listed 18 Boiler Court in Phoenixville. It's a beautiful brand new Toll Brothers new construction.
And then today, 2428 Second Ave went live.
And what town is that?
That's Upper Chichester,
Okay.
Delaware County.
And then what will the
Next-
sale price be?
The sale price on that is $299, and then 18 Boiler Court is $939.
So that's this week, and then we have South Philly coming next week.
Yep.
So we talked about your upcoming listings in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So is your business slowing or did it pick up?
It's actually picked
I
up.
think it's picked up, but I think being at EXP made us like, we have little goals set here
Yeah.
that we didn't have before, so it almost makes us work differently and like a little smarter and a little harder because now we're striving for certain things, like we want to reach icons.
Well, every time something happens, I hashtag.
Yeah, Chrissy
Icon.
texts me every day, icon. She texts me every day, so that's how I wake up. So we have like that goal, and then we set like mini monthly goals from last year,
Yes.
so that we're trying to do
I love that.
to get to icon. We know what we need to make, so I think that kind of helped.
Let's talk about this. So when you joined, you knew that we were a cloud company, but what were you pleasantly surprised about?
That we're really not in the cloud. I've
Yeah,
given more
we're not.
support that
I agree with that.
and I feel like the like-mindedness of our group of people, we've made some fast friends.
Me
and
too.
It's
We've
not,
hung with the people in this office more, like just text message, phone calls, stuff like that, more than I have at any probably office
and the support for each other. It's not like I feel like I'm in competition.
at all.
We have these open houses this weekend, and we're trying to support some newer agents.
Right.
That I wish that I had that support, somebody offering me to work an open house, just so to get them going. We had two of them at our new listing yesterday.
Right.
To show them the ropes of what has to be done this weekend.
It's awesome, and I pride myself on that. Like, I love the group that we have because we are like-minded and we're driven. We are collaborative. We share ideas, and I think that's the difference maker. So we have the best platform. eXp Realty is heads above. It's not even comparable to what is out there. What else? What would you like agents to know that may be thinking of making the leap? Maybe their business is a little slow. What your experience has been, and what would you say to those agents?
I think that a lot of agents that call us to ask questions, they always think like, you don't have an office. Like every time that even when we went under contract with people, they're like, oh, you don't have an office, so where do we do settlement? We have 3 offices. Where is it? 4.
We have 3 in our group, and then the headquarters is in King of Prussia.
Right. So that was something, and I think this is the most I've been to an office.
And
honestly, I didn't even go to my other office
It was
ever,
not for any
because
reason.
it was
too
far.
away.
It was just far because I actually liked my old office, but this is just convenient. Like we popped in here, we already did settlements at
With not
both
giving Joe any
offices.
notice.
Right, without
Hey,
notice.
can we settle?
Like,
Sure.
hey, can we just use the whole house? But what, anyway.
But I think, and also the collaboration of the people, the support of the people, the agents, the newer agents that feel like they were maybe lost somewhere else.
Yes.
On
Yeah.
their own little island, as you said.
I say it all the time, yeah.
We're calling each other, we're on this group message, we're trying to like get together, we're actually having lunch with a couple agents this afternoon, you know, like feed off each other. You know?
Another thing I want to point out that I just noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, some of the agents that were sitting stagnant before the move
Yes.
are now, they all have stuff. So obviously something is working differently and
Yeah.
it's the energy or people or whatever's happening, or maybe a combination, but some of those other agents, newer ones, like they have people now. And
It
they're
is
brand new
awesome.
agents and they have stuff in their pipeline. Like
It is awesome, and I'll say it a million times. I don't like that phrase, like, oh, we're one big happy family, but we are one like-minded group
Yes.
that are out to be the best versions of ourselves and provide the best service for our clients.
I agree.
It's awesome. Well, I thank you two for joining, and I'm
Absolutely.
glad your first 30 days were great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's gonna be good. Thanks.